Good afternoon. My name is Raju Balakrishnan, and I have the privilege of serving as Dean of the College of Business. On behalf of Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Sue Alcock, the administration, faculty, and staff, it is a pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 commencement ceremony of the University of Michigan, Dearborn. You will hear from Provost Alcock a little later in the ceremony. Now, I have been told by a very reliable source that it is extremely good luck to have it rain on your graduation, or maybe it was your wedding. Anyway, we're going to have a lot of good luck. Did any of you think we would ever get here today? The past year and a half has been challenging for all of us. Students, we recognize your challenges and the less than traditional path you were forced to take to get here today. Typically, we would all be at Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor celebrating with graduates from all 4 colleges. However, in order to hold an in-person ceremony, we needed to alter our plans, just like we have done with so many aspects of our lives over the past 12 months. So let's embrace today's ceremony as a celebration of your achievements, perseverance, and adaptability. Hopefully, this is a small sign that we are inching back to a more normal world. Today's ceremony recognizes winter and summer graduates of the College of Business. There was one other ceremony earlier today for your other COB classmates. The other colleges held their ceremonies over the weekend, and we have others celebrating tomorrow. I now ask that you take a moment to make sure that your cell phones and other communication devices are shut off or silenced. Thank you. At this time, we ask that you rise and remove your caps for the Star-Spangled Banner. Active duty and veterans may keep their caps on while rendering a military salute. You may be seated. Today's sign language services are provided by DeafCan Sylvan Lake. Finally, Marcus Harris, lecturer in strategy and entrepreneurship, will read graduate names today. We will begin today's program with greetings from University of Michigan Regent Sarah Hubbard. Normally, a representative from the U of M Board of Regents would be with us in person. However, due to current precautions, she has recorded a video. The board did not want to miss today's ceremony and congratulates you on your graduation.
On behalf of my colleagues on the Board of Regents, I'm delighted to join you in this time of celebration. In the past year, we have seen college student experiences transform across the globe. While it has been a challenging time for everyone, it has been especially difficult for those of you nearing the end of your college journey. Although that journey may not have ended the way you expected it to, I'm excited that you now have the opportunity to reflect and cherish these moments in person and safely. Today, we come together to reflect on some of the most memorable years of your lives and celebrate all of your accomplishments. Remember to thank those who have supported you along the way as they too rejoice in your success. As Regents, we've watched you achieve great feats during your time here, and I'm confident that your great U of M Dearborn education has prepared you to make a positive difference on the world. As you leave here today, I encourage you to continually search for the potential in every opportunity and work to overcome roadblocks that may arise along the way. Always remember, we are extremely proud of you and wish you the very best. Congratulations, U of M Dearborn graduates. Good luck and go blue.
Go blue.
Thank you, Regent Hubbard. Today's student speaker is Lena Hakim. Lena is a graduate of the College of Arts, Sciences, and Letters who graduated this weekend with a degree in English with a minor in Arab American Studies. She was selected in a competitive application process among her peers to represent her class today. Normally, our student speaker would also be with us in person, but we wanted to spare Lena from having to share her speech 9 times. Lena joins us today via video.
Greetings, University of Michigan Regents, Chancellor Grasso, Provost Alcock, friends, families, guests, and most importantly, fellow graduates, the class of 2021, those of you streaming in and those of you sitting in today, welcome, and most importantly, congratulations. Now, before I begin any poem I am ever about to read, I always take a moment to thank the person in my life who taught me the importance of sharing my words. Allah yarhamak ya jiddi. My grandfather passed his love of spoken word to me by sharing the words he believed could connect us, even when we were so far apart, entire continents away. These days, we all find ourselves as apart as we have ever felt, but I hope that in sharing my words in the way he taught me to, we are able to connect and celebrate our achievements as the unified continent that makes up this university. Before I begin my recitation, I would like to share a necessary thank you to everyone who has made these last 4 years leading up to today possible. To all the people who make up this institution, faculty, staff, administration, to the students who walk this campus every semester, from those we met in that very first lecture to those attending or streaming in today. To our families, friends, strangers we met in the hallways, and those we've been Zooming with miles away. And most importantly, today, we must thank ourselves, our bodies and minds for making possible the completion of these achievements we are celebrating. I only hope that with these words I'm about to say, you remember that even in the darkest times we face, it is the words we have learned how to share here that have the power to heal the world. In high school, I was taught to read those who wrote memorable words, that to recite them would be the ladder to propel me to the top of the world, that my future wasn't about what I loved on the inside, but rather how many degrees I had hanging on the outside. Fast forward to when I stepped into my first college class here and the professor asked, "Who's here for an education? And who's here for a degree?" You see, that professor's decree was that you don't belong in this room if your answer is the ladder, because the only ladder that's going to propel you to the top of your world is the one we care enough to build on our own, whose material is sewn from the matter that comes from deep inside. And I think it was then that I realized these next 4 years here are my chance to write my own words, that only reciting what I have to say can propel me to the top of my world. Now, 4 years later, we stand here in front of each other, dripping maize and blue, dressed in caps and gowns, symbolic crowns, proof of the different stories each of us has had to write, all the obstacles, big and small, we've had to fight to finally reach this light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, there are those of us whose obstacle was learning English along the way, those of you who studied at 3 a.m. because you are a parent by day, those of us who fought in literal wars, those of us who felt like studying was a literal war, between the goals in your heart and the little voices in your head holding you back. There are those of us who made it here whose fight wasn't because of any lack on your part, but because this society looked at you and made it its goal to hold you back. There are those of us here who weren't born in this land, those of us whose parents came here with only a few dollars in their hand. Shout out to my mom and dad who, even when the times got bad, still kept pushing me to write my own words. And there are those of us, many of us, most of us here today, scared and unsure about tomorrow, but to borrow a phrase, there is nothing certain but the uncertain. And I think I speak for us all when I say I am certain that with these last 4 or however many years it took you to get here, making up a rung on each of our individual ladders, we walk away here today with the ability to recite our own words, to change the world hereafter. Congratulations, class of 2021. We may be finished writing here, but our words aren't done.
Very nice remarks from Lena. She represents our students so well. Thank you, Lena. It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, also via video, speaker, writer, poet, and teacher, Nikki Giovanni. Nikki Giovanni was born in Knoxville, Tennessee in 1943 and grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nikki graduated with honors in history from Fisk University in 1967. The author of more than 24 volumes of poetry, essays, and edited anthologies, as well as 11 illustrated children's books, Giovanni has long used her literary gifts to raise awareness of social issues, particularly those of gender and race. Along with several other accolades, she has been awarded an unprecedented 7 NAACP Image Awards and was nominated for a Grammy in 2004. Giovanni was also a finalist for the National Book Award in 1973, and 3 of her works have been New York Times and Los Angeles Times bestsellers, highly unusual for a poet. She is currently a University Distinguished Professor at Virginia Tech. April marked the 25th anniversary of National Poetry Month. This year, we saw and heard the power of poetry when Amanda Gorman delivered an inspiring poem at President Biden's inauguration. In her remarks today, she acknowledges the path to graduation, the challenges of the past year, and hope for the future. She concludes her remark with a poem honoring the achievements of our U of M Dearborn graduates and contextualizing the spirit of today's ceremony. I now welcome Nikki Giovanni virtually to our ceremony.
Thank you for inviting me to congratulate you on this very wonderful occasion. I've always been interested in why this was called graduation and not, for example, finishing. Then I remembered for some of us, not me, but for some of us, it was called finishing school. And I think rather rich girls went to it and they were finished and found wonderful husbands or whatever you find at finishing school and lived happily ever after, except that we know that that's not exactly true. You graduate. You took a step forward. You took a step up. I shouldn't laugh at finishing school. I'm sure someone enjoyed it. You took a step forward. You took a step up. And I'm sure if you're like me, There are people in heaven sitting in their rocking chair saying, look at my baby. My baby graduated. I'm a Black American woman. And when we were growing up, I'm 77 years old, it was a pleasure and actually very unusual to be able to graduate from kindergarten. So kindergarten was a very, very, very big deal. And we wore our white dresses and we wore our little lace shoes and socks. And our grandmothers came and everybody said, oh, look at my baby. She graduated from kindergarten. And as time went on, we graduated from 8th grade and everybody came. And there was a party after and everybody was so proud. Look at my baby, graduated from 8th grade. And by the time, if you were lucky, and many of us were not, we graduated from high school. Many of us had to go to work to help our parents, to take care of the family. Many of us had to take care of other situations that we ran into. But high school was very important. Now we have you, and you're graduating from college. Some of you will go on and get degrees, will get PhD, MFs, A's, PhDs, or get whatever you went, whatever step forward you can take. But what's important, at least to me, is that we all have to remember there was a time when people like us were forbidden for going to college, were forbidden to read and write. It was against the law for us to do that. Being a citizen is an incredibly important thing. We should be proud, and I hope you are, of the taxes that you pay. I think it's important to remember that what you've done is a good thing. I think it's important for you to remember that if you are, and you are, a citizen, you have not only rights but responsibilities. So you not only pay taxes, but you sign up so that you can vote. When you decide to drive a car, you go and get a driver's license. And in my opinion, at that point, you should also have your voter registration. We have in the future, or for our future, quite a bit to think of how we want to conduct our lives. Speaking of folks sitting up in heaven, we are not. We're sitting here on earth doing the best that we can. We all do what we can to move people forward. It's a pleasure for me to congratulate you today on your step. 2021 was not so bad. There have been worse things. There have been times that ignorance has controlled this nation. There have been times that hatred has controlled the world. We're putting the world in your hands, that you have something to say about what we're going to do. And you can't be too busy or too tired. You are a part of the community we've been building. It's very important that you take your responsibility seriously, that you learn to love what you have to do, that you learn to appreciate yourself and your community, that you learn to know this is what I need, not this, and that you learn to love the people who love you and to not love the people who don't love you. You can't love everybody, so you need to be sure you pick and choose. I think college is a good idea. I'm glad that you are graduating. I think life is a good idea. I would like to live 10 more years if I can, but I don't control my time. I only control what I do with my time. And I'm hoping that you control what you do with your time, that you use it and yourself wisely, that you learn to appreciate yourself and the people who love you wisely. I wish you the best. Congratulations to all of you. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of you today. I join in gentle sadness and silent tears the pride of the class of 2021 in accepting their duty. I join the unheard steps across the stage and the shouts when the diploma is put in your hand. I join the bravery of the class of 2021 in understanding. Some gave their health, some gave their lives, some gave their possibility of kindness because of the selfishness of others. I join understanding of forgiveness. I join the writing students in writing about their first kiss. I join them in the heartbreak when he is gone. I join the laughter after a winning football game and the pouts when, as it were, Casey at the bat finally almost evened the score. I join our parents who struggled to make a day possible that is not possible, that will always be possible because hope is the possibility. I join all of us on the struggle to be better, to be a better nation through the betterment of ourselves. I join those who hope our campuses will find the room for a monument to celebrate those youngsters. Most of our monuments honor those who cannot know that we praise them. I join those who praise the living. The class of 2021 has been gracious and brave. I join all of us all over the globe who applaud their sacrifice. Congratulations to the class of 2021. I join the sun shining for your warmth and the rain quenching your thirst. Spring will come and winter will be embraced. I join all people of goodwill to wish you congratulations. Thank you for letting me join you. Education is a meaningful situation. I join everyone in wishing you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki. Now for the recommendation of candidates for degrees. Provost Alcock, today we are honoring students who will have completed all academic requirements for graduate and undergraduate degrees at the University of Michigan, Dearborn. I have the high honor of presenting these candidates for degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Business. Will the candidates for graduate degrees business please rise and remain standing as their degree is named? Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Finance, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Science with concentrations in Supply Chain Management, Business Analytics, or Information Systems Management. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree through the College of Business please rise? You may be seated. 2 College of Business undergraduate students have been recognized as Chancellor Medallion winners based on their outstanding academic achievements. These students are Alexis Zerbst and Brandon Queen. You may read their bios in your program. They are obviously very impressive, and I encourage you to read them. At this ceremony, we have Brandon Queen with us. Brandon, please wave so that everybody can recognize you. Well done. It is now my pleasure to invite our Provost, Sue Alcock, to the podium to address the class of 2021.
Thank you, Dean Balakrishnan. It is so good to see you. So good to be here. It is such a happy thing. Now, I know for some of you this may be the first time and you've been back on campus in over a year, But what a great reason to do so. Today, you will become graduates of the University of Michigan Dearborn. Now, although we're gathering for commencement in smaller groups this year, please still feel the enthusiasm, the sense of community as we come together in person to acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments. College of Business Class of 2021, the effort, the commitment you have demonstrated over the past year to get to graduation is something I believe will always give us a strong sense of pride and make a lasting imprint on our university. You are superb examples of some of UM Dearborn's defining characteristics. You got grit, you got determination, you got the will to get any job done and done very well. There was never, ever any way the pandemic would stop you, would defeat you. And I know you will carry those vital habits of mind and heart with you as you move forward and onward towards the bright futures you have ahead. I also want to acknowledge those who've joined all of us today. These are the people who've aided you along the way, kept you going as you work towards your education. You know, all of us should always remember the support systems that help us in our achievements. So please, anyone here who has helped these graduates get to where they are today, either present or home watching the stream, please stand and be recognized by our graduates and university leaders. Parents, families, friends, on your feet and get a round of applause. Woo! We can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. We owe you so much for giving us these students. Now you, class of 2021, you're poised and prepared to contribute fundamentally to the good of our communities, the good of our world. All of you, all of us, will be essential in the work of recovering from this destructive pandemic and of building a better and different future. Please remember and continue to use what you've learned with us at Dearborn, and know that we have enormous hope and the utmost confidence in you and what you will accomplish. So on behalf of the very, very proud faculty and staff of the University at Michigan, either here or at home, let me honor you, class of 2021, honor you for all that you have done and all that you will do. And remember, you are always, always welcome on this campus, as well as in our hearts. And now to the fun stuff. Now will all the candidates for graduation please rise? All the candidates on your feet. Woo-hoo! And man, is that a beautiful sight. Now we typically do this portion of the ceremony at the very end, but this year, because it's this year, we have to do it different. So I'm going to lead you now in the official transition, your big crossover from students to alumni. And then you will be asked to come forward for public recognition. By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the regents of this university, and by them delegated to me, I now confer upon you the degrees which have been recommended by your faculties, together with the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now welcome you to the society of learned men and women, and to the work you are now prepared to do, and the service you are obliged to render. And it's the moment you've all been waiting for. You may now turn your tassels from the right to the left. Welcome graduates to the over 600,000 member strong Michigan alumni family. Congratulations and go blue.
Go blue. Let's give these graduates another round of applause. We will now start the public recognition portion of the ceremony. You may be seated. Ushers have already started calling up graduates and their guests to the stage. We will start with the back rows and move forward. Please remain seated until your row is called up. You are dismissed after you leave the stage. Please take your time walking across the stage. There is no rush. Wait for your family to take all the photographs they want before you rush off the stage. Ushers, you may now begin bringing up students and their guests to receive public recognition.
Congratulations. Thank you. All right. Ready? Brandon Queen. All right. Ali Bedouin. Congratulations. Good for you. Congrats. Good stuff. Maria Smith. Hey, man. Congrats, buddy. Congrats, man. Good for you, man. Let's get a handshake. Yeah. All right. Mr. Kareem Shehab. Well done. As they come up. All right. Congrats, yeah. Ali Keblawi. I know, right? Congratulations. Yes. All right. Mona Hazimi. Congratulations. All right. Okay. Rayhan Ahmed. I love it. Congrats. You got it all. You got it all together, young man. Love it. Yeah. Mr. Roderick Hooks the second. That's an experience. Love it. Congratulations, ma'am. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Erica Irvin. Thank you. Congratulations. All right. Hey, Sean Sauli. Is that better? Congratulations. All right. Rachel Preosti. Congratulations. All right. Sri Raman Narinan. Congratulations. All right. Ifada Nidal Al-Gaiti. Aftab. Afan Aftab. Congratulations. All right. I think I got this one. I think I got this one. Brandon Perkins. Good job. Congratulations. Yep. Syed Zayan Huda. Congratulations. Yep. Angela Libenra Torre. Congratulations. Emily Cabadas. Well done. Congratulations, sir. Eric Daniels. Congratulations, sir. Mustafa Cherry. Mr. Ryan Garcher. Congratulations. All right. Oh, yeah. Brandon Retko. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Well, hopefully I don't butcher it too much. All right. Oh, that's it. I got you. Nagam Adris. Well done. Congratulations. Tyler Dew. Congratulations, young man. Congrats. Omar Alame. Congratulations. Yeah, I know you. Nabil Mala. Congratulations. All right. Malvina Barash. Congratulations. I think I know this young lady. I think I know this young lady. Great job. Congratulations. Miss Alyssa Harlow. Congratulations. Umar Krijestorak. Congratulations. No, you're fine. You're fine. Congratulations. All right. Good. Shania Clark. Congratulations. Joshua Dunn. Congratulations. All right. Okay. David Zilka. Okay, congratulations. Ibtihal Al Ajmi. Congratulations. Alex Hokehu. Congratulations. Amar Madden. Congratulations. All right. Omran Kayed. Who's next? All right. Congratulations, sir. Gasaune. Yeah. Jonathan Gasaune. Congratulations. Jasmine Gill. Mahdi Hamade. Congratulations. Miss Nellie Schmidt. Rolling along here. Congratulations. Okay. Eric Palacios Cruz. Congratulations. Okay. Alexander Vasil Evisky. Congratulations. All right. Okay. Ian Halawati. How you doing? Congratulations. Abdullah Abraham Al Balvashi. Congratulations. Ramagiri Matat. All right. Shriti Ramagiri Matad. Oh, congratulations. Oh, okay. You have a doctor? Okay, well, we will call you by your name. Dr. Kevin Gordish. Yes. Congratulations. Analicia Lopez. Congratulations. Ryan Matey. Okay. He's doing a second. Yeah, he came already. Is he doing an encore? I said your name wrong. I apologize. No, please accept my apologies. I apologize. All right. Roderick Martez Rooks the second. My apologies. Sorry. Congratulations. All right. Robbie Canabar. Congratulations. I think I know her. I'm not going to say your nickname, though. Medina Ilzayat. Congratulations. Keisha, thank you for the pronunciation. Keisha Sanchez. Congratulations. Devin Kirstofsky. Jeffrey Saad. That's a good moment. Love it. Love it. You're going to get me teary-eyed, man. Come on, man. I can't cry now. Come on. You'll make me cry. Mario Popeye. Congratulations, young man. Good stuff. Congrats, sir. I sent you an email. Joseph Frank Ascar. Congratulations. Okay, I think I got it. Diane Shu. Congratulations. Shannon Salter. Congratulations. Grant Groshek. Congratulations. You're welcome. Michael Millen. Congratulations. Osama Al-Faki. Congratulations. Adam Roberts. How you doing? Congratulations. Mohammed Dean Allah. Congratulations. Muhammad Juma. Congratulations. Joshua Denemy. Congratulations. You have to talk to the boss here. You have to talk to the boss. Mr. Parker Myers. That's funny. Congratulations. All right. Andrew Best. Congratulations. All right. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah. Kali Karodi. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you, sir. Jack Hook. Congratulations. I think I got that one. Michael Leonard. Oh, watch it up. Congratulations. Alifa Chowdhury. Congratulations. Yeah, I think I know you. Al-Said Ali. Rayan Al-Salyadi. Congratulations. I think I got it. Yeah. David Blazik. Congratulations. Okay. Jessica Giddy. Congratulations. All right. Travis Pierce. Congratulations. Daniel Bible. Congratulations. I know you. Congratulations. Zainab Chahine. Congratulations. Samantha Alinskis. Congratulations. Nicholas Dobbins. Congratulations. Michelle Myers. I think I know this young man. Congrats, sir. Emmanuel Garcia. Lead the North. Oh, watch yourself. Watch yourself. Right? Watch your step there. Yeah. All right. Cameron Fuguban. Yeah, watch your step. Watch your step. Congratulations. Ramsey Fakori. Watch them. Congratulations. We will say that then. Westland City Council President, Mr. James Walter Hart II. Congratulations, young man. Good stuff. Congrats. Good work. Ferris Emil Ajlani. Congratulations. You sure? Okay, all right, man. Antonio Menendez. Watch step. Yeah. Congratulations. Vanessa Murad. Yep. Should be there. Watch step. Congratulations, sir. And Amen Bedouin.
All right, what a fabulous ceremony. This concludes our commencement ceremony. Please be safe.